We are live, ladies and gentlemen and ladies. We're early. We're a little early today. I almost got stuck by a train on the way home, and this live was going to be a disaster. But the train finally moved, and I'm live. So thank Jesus that happened. Tonight we have a very cool guest on. We have the Survival Sisters. If you don't know about the Survival Sisters, it's three really sharp young ladies that are uh, I guess survivalists. I guess you would say, yeah, I guess you would say survivalists. They train, they shoot. I don't know if they hunt, but they are pretty pretty active in the outdoors. Every time you look at their Instagram, they're always out in the woods. They're shooting, training, using hand signals. I mean, they've probably done more training than I'll ever do, or I'll ever do in the next like 10 years. Because these little girls are jamming. Absolute awesome role models. All right, let's see. Roger Stewart, the first one in the chat. What's up, Roger? Roger. Oh, I can't spell tonight. Sorry, Roger. Sorry, Roger. But yeah, tonight's going to be a great show. Great show. So is anybody shooting? I know we got about 10 people in the chat right now. Mike McClune. We got Felicia. I hope you guys have some good questions lined up. What's up? All. Mike McClune, that was my farewell donut. If you don't know, I'm almost tipping the scales at like 300 pounds, which for me is crazy. So I've decided to kind of trim that down to about 240-ish. 240, I'm pretty healthy at 240. I'm kind of a big guy. 240, I'm okay, but heck, I'm like 297 right now, which is it blows my mind. So, Chris R, what's up, man? Frank, what's up, buddy? Felicia, I hope you guys can come down for that Christmas shoot. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, Mike, that donut was delicious. It was kind of my farewell donut. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss it for a little while. Everything in moderation, I have a whole video coming out on that. So everything in moderation. Let me see. All right. All right. So tonight's going to be a cool show. Very cool. I know. You know what? It's funny, Chris. I smoked cigarettes for about 12 years. And I left California and quit smoking almost within the same week. So when I got to Texas, I just decided, I'm going to eat myself to death. It was amazing. The food tastes so much better here. There's so much more variety of food here than LA. Man, it's awesome. Awesome. So Mike McClune said he was at 340 pounds and been holding at 265 for a year. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's a pretty significant weight loss. Sugar is absolutely the bane of my existence, man. I love sugar, and I'm a carb fanatic. So hopefully I can get that under control. I just enjoy it. My motivation is not there. It's there now, but for the last 6-7 years, I really didn't want to get healthy. But, my kids are getting older. I don't want to be the fat dad. And I was out there running and gunning. Well, I was tactical girth running and gunning, which isn't really running. It's more like fast walking and gunning. Yeah, fast walking and gunning. And I was dying. What's up? What's up? Felicia says carbs are my weakness. Mine too. I love carbs. They are delicious. What's up says 175 pounds of tactical muscle. Come on, man. Are you like 5'1"? What's going on here? Cheesecake and Miller Lite. I don't know, man. I love those individually, but together, I don't know if that would be that great. Mike McClune says he cut back on carbs, bread, soda, and stuff. More fresh veggies. Before COVID, I was doing the carnivore diet, and that thing was awesome. It was like, you eat steak every day, you can still have dairy, and I was losing a lot of weight. And then COVID hit, couldn't go to the store. People got real weird. Prices went through the roof on meat, and it got real expensive. So I kind of had to cut that back. But I think I might go back to carnivore for a little bit. I like it. I enjoy it. Carnivore is a very idiot-proof diet, a lifestyle change, really. Chris R, I love carbs and chocolate, but quit them and lost 20 pounds pretty quick. It's funny. Guys are lucky. And Felicia is probably hating us now because guys are lucky. You can cut back a little bit, and guys can drop 20 pounds in like 2 days, a week, and pretty easy. Heck, we got, most guys have 30 pounds of undigested stuff inside just kind of sitting there. So if you just eat a little healthy, you flush all that stuff out, you can drop 20 pounds like that, easy peasy. What's up? 5'6", 175 pounds, 5'6". I don't know, man. I don't know. That's pretty skinny. That's probably with a vest on, too. He's probably got a 40-pound tack vest on. But you guys are here to see the one and only Survival Sisters. Now, I ran across these young ladies at IV88 a few months ago, and I was super impressed. They were clearing jams in these rifles. I just got to say, they probably know how to handle a rifle better than most people I've seen at the range in the last 6 months. Very sharp young ladies. And without further ado, let's add them to the chat. Welcome young ladies. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Good. You might want to turn your audio down just a little bit. There's kind of a delay. There's like an echo. That's going to drive you guys nuts if you hear the echo all night. Is that tactical? Is that the survival dad in the background?
Yes. How you doing, Mike?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
All right.
We were just going over, something your daughters don't have to worry about is weight loss. I was telling everybody, especially I was looking at that picture I took with your daughters at the IV88, and it looked like I was, 6 months pregnant in that thing. I was like, man, I got to lose some weight. I got too much tactical girth going on. It was crazy. All right. So if you guys don't know who the Survival Sisters are, they are a group of very sharp young ladies that are all over Instagram. Here, I'll grab their link and I'll post it. I'll copy it. Now, do you guys do a lot of live chats like this, or is this kind of the first one?
Yeah, we do a lot of live chats like this. Like most of the time with the same people, because people always want us to come back because we're us. But at the same time, people always just want us to be involved. So yeah.
Right. And so let's do name and ages just so everyone can see.
I'm Kennedy and I'm 14.
I'm Naomi and I'm 13. I'm Charlie and I'm 11, turning 12.
You're 11?
You're 11? Yes.
Oh my gosh. You guys are so funny. So I was watching you guys at IV88, and Kennedy, you were shooting a rifle, and I guess it jammed up, and you cleared that jam like a pro, and just kept on going.
My uncles and my dad taught me best.
Right? So how did you guys get into shooting? Because a lot of people, when they run across your channel, oh yeah, everyone says there's a pretty big echo. Come on, Survival Dad.
Is there echo still?
Let's see. It's very slight.
Is there echo?
Let's see. No echo now. Can you hear me though?
Oh, you look scary.
Okay, we'll talk quieter.
No, talk louder.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Okay, so we got into shooting and survival because most when we were growing up, we're the only girls, so we kind of like we kind of not forced into it, but like we kind of just got bored just watching other people do it. So it was just like this where we just wanted to get involved, and at the same time, it's gonna be cool because my dad is the only person that has all three girls, like all four girls. Like he has four girls, and one of my sisters, she's in college right now. She does do enrollment, and she can't be here today, but she says hello.
Nice, nice.
Her name
Is your dad? Can your dad hear me right now?
Yes, he can hear you.
So there's a whole theory on that. Alpha males don't have boys. Alpha males only have daughters.
Because girls are tougher than boys.
No, your dad's an alpha male. So actually, it's a lot of UFC fighters go to therapy just to have daughters. I mean, just to have sons because, you know, alpha males are alpha male. They don't have boys. They don't want any competition, so they have daughters.
Good theory, Mike. Good theory.
No, I'm telling you, that's true. That's true. Alpha males don't have. That's why when I meet a guy that has like 9 sons, I'm like, man, I know who wears the pants in your family. So you guys have done a ton of training, and every time I go on your Instagram, I mean, heck, I've seen you guys on top of tanks. I've seen you guys using hand signals. I mean, all kinds of just crazy way out stuff. So at what age did you start going out and training? Like, how old were you, Kennedy?
We started shooting. I started shooting when I was 4. I shot my first gun when I was 3 or 4. I have a video of it. But we started training. We started survival sisters around 6th grade, but I started training like going out and stuff in 6th grade. And she was in 5th, and she was in 3rd. Wait, she was in 5th. Yeah, she was in 5th, and she was in 3rd grade. So we started at a young age because a lot of people don't really think it's normal, but like normal to us, we had to realize like normal to us isn't normal to other people. So like we'll be like right. When did you start training? We'll be like 24, and we'll be like, oh, okay, sorry, my bad.
Like, dang, they're old. So do you remember what the first gun you shot was?
The MP322, I think. Wasn't it? It was an MP322.
It was the HK. It was the HK 22.
Oh, HK22.
Was it the 416-22?
Yes.
I love that gun, man. I love it.
There's a video, and it's so embarrassing. I was like 4, and I shot it, and I was like, I did it! And then it was really awkward.
And too, Mike, it's not just me. They also get spoiled. My brother, and my brother's right here. It's Uncle Johnny. Him and the other guy you met, Daniel.
You're not even in the camera.
They always spoil them. They spoil them to the point to where that's it. So they're always dragging along when we doing these doing this training. So they get to train with all these guys, and they just love the fact that they're able to rock and roll. And they just need instruction. They just need to follow instructions. That's it.
You know what? I love it, man. I love it. I dig it. I have a little girl. She's 6. She already has 3 guns. She doesn't even know what they're called. That's how I justify these gun purchases. They're like, why do you need 5.22s? Well, you know, she'll learn to like it.
She has to.
Right? So do you guys have a choice, or does your dad say, all right, we're going to go shoot today?
We had a choice. Our dad doesn't really force. A lot of people think that, like, they think he forces stuff on us, like forces us to train and stuff. When really,
we just think it's fun.
Right? Like we just think it's fun.
We like to do stuff.
Especially this one. When he opens up the door, we're always outside. Like we're not the type of kids to just sit like on our butts. Like we actually do stuff. And he gave us like option. Like when we say we don't want to do something, he doesn't make us do it. Like sometimes he pushes us to do better, but he doesn't like say, oh, you have to do this, or like you're getting out of the house. He doesn't like force us to do so. Like he just betters it for us. Like gives us a better future. Like he just doesn't force stuff on us. It's an option for us to do it, and that's what we like doing because we grew up around that environment.
Nice. Okay, let's look in the chat. We have 32 Icon. I don't know if you know who 32 Icon is. She's another gun tuber. She's awesome. Definitely subscribe to her channel. She goes, ask them if they'll train you.
We can collab.
Right? Oh my God. Let's see. Oh, we got Santee TV in here. Oh my gosh. I don't know if her stuff is PG enough for children because Sancy TV is another gun tuber, but she's a little crazy.
Oh, we be around anything. Like when I tell you a lot of normal stuff that kids do at our age, we don't do it. Like we were the type of kids that went to playgrounds at our age, and kids would have like fathers would have their sons trying to teach them how to do monkey bars and stuff, and we would just be up there doing monkey bars and they didn't know how to do it, and they would get embarrassed and leave. Like those are the type of kids we were. So like we know how to adjust to stuff, so we're kind of like down for whatever.
That's awesome because my oldest daughter, she's 20, and she's like that. She was always like more of a tomboy. I mean, she puts these guys to shame in everything she does. So I'm sure you're gonna get a lot of that. So if anybody in the chat has questions, please let me know, and I'll ask the girls. So do you guys have a favorite gun?
AR-15, hands down AR-15.
Right.
Like when I tell you I have an obsession with AR-15, it's not even funny. Like when we were having an AK for a while on our page, we were having AK versus AR-15. AK-47 versus AR-15. And it's like AR-15 hands down. Like that is just my gun. Like I did not like the AK. Like I could shoot it, but it's just like I did not like the AK. It's like the way you hold it, the way it looked. I didn't like it. Like AR-15 is just like so smooth. Like it just looks perfect. It is perfect. Like that's just my favorite. And then my favorite handgun is most definitely a Glock 19. Most definitely.
Really?
Yes.
What about the other two girls? What are your favorite rifles?
So AR-15. Mine is the AR-15, but my favorite handguns are definitely Glocks.
Like which Glock?
If you don't 19 and 22.
Yeah.
Get Glocks. Or 44. You need Glocks. Like, just get one at this point. If you don't have one, you need to get one.
Oh no, I like Glocks. I can appreciate Glocks, but I'm more of a like a Springfield XDM. I'm sorry, did I just mess up?
Oh.
They're like, I gotta go now. I gotta go. Ooh, it's getting late. It's school night. I gotta go.
Springfield's just like a bootleg version of a Glock. Like,
Oh my God.
It's just like a more complicated.
That sounds like your dad talking.
No, like we like Glock because Glock listens to what customers like and not what the market. So like Springfield listens to the market, like more sales. Like if something's selling more, they try to make it into that. But Glock listen to what customers feedback. So like that's how we get like stuff like if you could even see it over generations, like the way that you hold it, the way that it ends up looking and stuff like that. Like it's not the market, it's art. It's like that's the whole point for us to like it, not like market sales, if that makes sense.
Well, I appreciate all guns, and I'm coming around the Glocks. Actually, I have a Glock 10mm I'm gonna review tomorrow.
Get there.
Yeah.
Get there. I'm gonna review this Glock 10mm tomorrow. I'm kind of fighting it. I've had it for like a week, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna shoot it, and I'll probably like it. Santy TV says, ask them if they know how awesome they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a very I think personally I'm very self-centered only because
we know.
I think everybody should have confidence.
Right.
100%.
And they like they're gun divas. Mike, they love very expensive guns. If it's Charlie doesn't like it if it's not $4,000.
That's a lot.
That's not a lot.
Well, Daddy needs to get them some staccatos.
Ooh.
All right, here's a question for me personally. What do you girls think about 1911s?
I mean, it's wishy-washy. To be honest, like it's not a yes and it's not a no. Like it's to the point where like we don't ever completely hate a gun. Like there's no like we can't ever completely hate it. Like we can't ever be fully no. But at the same time, we can't also be fully yes. We can use it if like because we don't know what type of gun. If something goes bad, we don't know what type of gun we're gonna have. But at the same time, if we had a choice, I would not pick it. Yeah.
I don't know. If you shoot a staccato, it's hard to shoot something else. Or even like the new CZs. So nice. Have you guys shot any like PCCs, the carbine?
On range day, we were shooting everything.
What about
like
the SIG MPX?
I think I have a video of that, don't I? I think I have a video of one of them. I think I do. I'm not sure. But we were just shooting everything. We were just using everybody's ammo, everybody's rifles. We were just testing everything. But those fully automatics, me and Naomi were just going crazy with them because, like, I don't know what it is. As soon as I shot it, I was just like, something just overcame me. I just felt so powerful. I was just like, there were so many like thoughts and ideas running through my head. Like, it's like the amount of stress and relief that just released as soon as I shot it. Like, never in my life would I thought 50 bullets could come out in less than 10 seconds. I was really like, what? I was like, I just did that. And then it's like, I wasn't moving anything. I can't lie. My video was so fine. Like, I was in there. I was in there for real. Like,
Nice. You know, that's one of the best answers I've heard. Santi TV wants to know if you can outshoot your dad.
I don't want to shoot my dad.
No, outshoot him.
Oh, outshoot. I thought you said.
Oh, most likely.
No.
Probably not.
No. Only
Not yet?
When our uncles train, like, they've been doing it longer than we have. But at the same time, we're right under them. Like, they're, like, right here.
Oh, it's coming.
Right there. Like,
Do you hear that, Dad? They're coming for you.
We'll be there soon.
They're coming for you, Dad. You better watch out.
We'll see, you know, because next weekend is tactical games. So we'll see how they perform.
All right. That's going to be awesome.
They be working against me. Technical games, I swear it's so rigged. Because the first time we did it, they were supposed to put me in it, and then they didn't. Only because they said it was going to be 8 winners, and they changed it to 5. I was like, y'all did that on purpose. Only because y'all know I would have killed y'all in the rifle round. I had one arm. I did not have 2. I had one arm. I had a cast, and I still did all of that. I came in like 7th place, and they changed it from 8 to 5. I was like, y'all know exactly what y'all just did. Y'all just completely messed up. My arm was broken. I was running with.
You had a broken arm in survival games.
Yes, in tactical games, I had one arm. I broke my arm, and tactical games was a month after. I had I broke it, and then I just got a new cast too. I had broke it. Then I was carrying a big 40-pound bag with one arm, running with one arm, shooting with one arm. Like, they did that on purpose. They were working against me, but it's okay. It's fine.
Nice. Okay, for everyone in the chat, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it. Also, I just put a link to Survival Sisters YouTube channel because they have you guys have a TikTok now too, right?
Yes, we have a TikTok.
Wow, we're a bunch of old people, so we don't do TikTok.
They just want to block all of our stuff for some reason.
Right.
Yeah, TikTok doesn't do gun stuff.
TikTok does not do gun stuff unless it's like not really gun stuff. Like, it's people like at a box range for some reason. They'll be all over that. But if it's like actually kids, especially kids, like if it's actually somebody like actually teaching you guys, they don't want to see it for some reason. But they love to see somebody in a box range for some reason, but not at an actual range. And we're just like, oh, okay.
Right. Okay, so 32 Icon has a question. She goes, can you ask Dad why he doesn't turn on comments on his videos? This will help get subscribers.
No, it's not me. It's Instagram.
Yeah,
Instagram
blocks it.
they block. They won't let us turn on the comments.
What about on the YouTube?
Some of our videos.
YouTube they won't let us do it either.
Sometimes our videos have comments, but sometimes they don't. Only because
we're minors. You guys are minors.
Yeah, we're minors. We're under 18, so they block certain stuff because they either block the video or they put a warning label on it or they completely delete it. It's between all those 3. So it's not the fact that we turn the comments off. We always respond to all of our like DMs and stuff, but they just block our comments. You guys can find us on Instagram at Survival Sisters 3. You guys can find us on YouTube at The Survival Sisters, Facebook The Survival Sisters, and TikTok is The Survival Sisters. So we're all over the place.
Oh, most of my subscribers and people watching are old. We don't do TikTok. We're old.
Sorry.
So what's the favorite training you guys have done? Like shooting rifles, pistols, out in the woods. I mean, what is the favorite thing you guys have done?
Me and my sister, like, over quarantine, we had an obsession with clearing houses. I don't know why. It was just like an obsession. Like, we were trying to learn. But we love drills, and we especially love working with each other because we know each other's weaknesses and strengths. And something that I'm not completely strong in, Naomi's probably completely strong in, or something that I'm strong in, Charlie might be completely strong in. So it's kind of like, as sisters, we kind of grew up with each other, so we know where or if somebody's going to mess up. Like, they know I talk fast, so I kind of, like, forget stuff a lot. So it's kind of like we automatically have that pickup, Like, we know how to pick stuff up and still be perfect. Like, pick it up. Like, I'm gonna mess up, so she's gonna pick it up right after me. So it kind of like falls in line.
Someone said, "What's TikTok?"
All right, here. I like Tic Tacs, they freshen my breath.
Wait,
No,
TikTok
it's TikTok.
TikTok is for kids.
So Naomi, this question is for you. What do you do better than Kennedy?
I like TikTok. They freshen my.
I know. I run and gun better than Kennedy.
No, most likely not.
Under pressure, I do.
No, under pressure, I do. When she's not under pressure,
I mean, not under pressure, I do.
I can only work if my like uncles and my dad are screaming in my face. If they're not screaming in my face, or I feel like I'm not gonna get in trouble if I mess up, not in trouble, but if they're not screaming, like during the technical games, even in the video of me when I had a one arm, my dad was screaming at me the whole time. He was like, "You better not let me beat you. You better not let me beat you." Because like if I'm not under pressure, I'm gonna mess up. If she's not under pressure, she's gonna be perfectly fine. But if I'm not under pressure, I'll miss every single shot. I'm not even lying. Like if I feel like something bad's not gonna happen if I don't make a shot, I'm gonna miss it. But if I feel like something bad is gonna happen, I'm gonna hit it. So like.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So on your Glock 19s, you guys use red dots or is you just use iron sights?
Iron sights.
No red dots on your
We
pistols yet?
We don't use red dots. We use iron sights. Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh.
All right. So going back to your favorite training, I mean, so clearing houses.
Clearing
Nice.
houses. It was complicated at first because the more we had of each other, like when it was like 3 or 4 of us versus 2 of us and even 1 of us, it was just a whole bunch of different stuff. And it's like we would miss little stuff. Like it would be like my dad would be like, "We can see you in the oven," or he would say stuff like, or my uncle would be like, "You guys have to check with a mirror. You can't just like pull your head completely in." So it's like little stuff that we thought we did perfect on. They'll be like, "No, you did not. We saw you in the mirror," and we'll be like, "Okay, all right, okay, yeah, okay."
Man, that's so awesome. I know a lot of people in the chat right now, and a lot of people watching this are gonna wish that their kids thought like this, you know? Because I don't stress out leaving my kids home alone. And he's 9 years old. He's practically an adult. So I leave him home for like an hour at a time, but I wish I could leave him home by himself for a while. So you did that one video at riding a tank. What was that? Was that at Drive Tank?
Oh, we were at Tank Town. It was my sister's birthday and went to Tank Town. They will let you. We were at Naomi's birthday, and we were riding tanks, and they let you like completely destroy a car with a sledgehammer, spray paint it. They make you. We didn't do it, but they said that like you could shoot a machine gun off of it. But it's just it was cool. Like
you have to be over 15 to drive it, or you had to have a driver's license.
Yeah, my sister, she drove it. Brooke drove it. Okay, Brooke drove it, but when the sledgehammer part, like it just releases so much anger. Like I don't know what it was. Like
Brooke drove a tank.
Yeah, she drove a tank at 15. She's 16 now, but at 15,
okay,
she drove a tank. So
that's your older sister, right?
Mm-hmm. So at the same time, we get experiences that most kids don't, and like at the same time, we'll think it's normal, and they'll be like, "I don't do stuff like that," and I'm like, "Sorry, my bad, I forgot."
All right, so the real Jay-Z says, have you guys ever shot a Desert Eagle?
Yes. Oh my God, I hated it. Only because it's a handgun and it's as heavy as a rifle. Like I did not like it only because I do. Like I'm not saying this is the only time I ever messed up with sliding the lock back. When I tell y'all, I cut my hand open, like I cut my finger open.
Ouch.
Because of how heavy it was. And I'm not saying I completely hate it. I would not recommend it. Because I cut my finger open, like, and I know how to pull the slides back. So like, I had to tell my dad, I was like, I cut my finger open. Like it was on recording too. Like I cut my finger open, but we still posted it because you couldn't see me cut it open.
Like as soon as she touched it, I was like, oh, she's gonna cut her hand open. But
No.
I didn't want to interrupt the video. And
Naomi, you shot it too?
Charlie shot it. Didn't Charlie? You shot it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Charlie shot it, right? I think Charlie shot it.
I think it looks pretty, but it's,
Oh wow.
it's kind of.
It's stupid because why is it that heavy? There's no reason. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not smart because why is it that heavy? Like there's no reason a handgun should be as heavy as a rifle. Like, what do you get from that? Like, and it's just big and bulky. Like, I need to stop. They're gonna think I'm mean.
You'll know when you're older.
I do not insult rifles. It's just I do not recommend certain ones. It just certain ones just make me so mad because it's just like extra for no reason. Like
They I got two brothers that are 7th Group Special Forces, and they bring them all these toys to play with, and they spoil them with all this gear, and they think they Special Forces are gonna be Special Forces.
Why not?
Charlie want to be an assassin.
Shh, don't say that.
She said it on video.
That is so awesome. Hey, Dad. So what's this love affair with Glock, man? They don't shoot SIGs. I mean,
Well, remember the Glock factory is here. It's up the street from our house, so that's why
Smyrna, right?
Yeah. So that's why they so obsessed with Glock, because you go into the Glock factory and they treat you like you bought a Cadillac.
And then it's not even that. Like you literally
They
go
do
get
have good
night
customer
sights.
service.
Like you go in the Glock factory and they'll put night sights on your Glock. So it's just like it's not even the fact that you just have a Glock. It's like they run so smoothly and it's just like they fit so perfectly in your hand. And I'm not saying I completely don't like every other handgun. It's just I like that one's like my best friend. Like that one's perfect. Like
Hey, we all have our favorites, right?
yes, like we all have our favorites, but like it's like Glock 19s, Glock 22s, and AR-15s. They just run so smoothly with me. Like it just looks like if we belong together. Like if that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh man. So never mind. I was gonna say. So if you ever meet other kids that don't shoot at all, I mean,
School.
you said a lot of people think what you do is not normal. Do you ever run into other kids that are just like, man, that's crazy?
And Charlie is obsessed with animals. Like I don't know why she's so obsessed with animals. She literally will go outside. We went Sweetwater River. She brought home clams. For what? She shoots snakes. She just.
Hey, you're not supposed to say that he's saying about animal lovers.
It's all right.
She kills.
She picks up the snakes out of the yard.
She literally picks them out. Like she'll literally just pick it up like it's normal. And I'm like, it's gonna bite you. But okay. Like
I like.
That's so
hunt
funny.
animals. I mean, that makes it sound like a mean person, but I do. I like to go hunting.
I don't think we're mean. I think we're all very nice. We're nice kids. I just think we have strong personalities for our ages. Just because it's not, we do stuff like normal kids don't do. So it's kind of like the way people expect us to act, and then we all have all this personality, and they're just like, what in the world? Like, aren't you like 12? And then we'll be like, oh.
That's a sign of solid parenting.
Yeah, solid parenting. My dad is a good father. My mom, like they raised us to be strong. Like,
Amen to that. So I was going through your Instagram videos and I found two that I liked a lot that really spoke to me. And one, you were talking about a bug out bag. What you guys put in your bug out bag?
Talk about your bug out bag because she's had an obsession with freaking.
I used to have this huge bag, and I thought it was the best thing in the world. But one day we went to the mountains and we went hiking, and I brought my huge bag.
Her back was hurting. She made me carry it. I had to carry it.
Because it was so tiring. But
she's like, can you carry this so I can tie my shoe? I was like, no.
But one time, the stuff that I had in the bag saved our lives. Because one time we went camping, and it started raining, and there was a hole in the tent. Because we brought one of our old tents, because there wasn't that many people at that time. So there was a hole in it. And in my bag, not their bag, in my bag, there was a tarp that saved our tent. Remember that, Charlie?
No.
Anyways, but
she saved the day.
One thing that we don't do is when, like, there's sometimes we collab with other people and they have kids. We do not force other kids to play with our guns, play with our toys. Like, even when we were kids, like, we used to have Legos and stuff. We did not share. Like, we'll offer, but if you decline, okay.
I don't care.
Okay. Like, it's to the point where we'll give you the opportunity to play with us, but if you don't want to play, like, we're not going to force nothing on you. Like, we'll still hang out with you, but it's just like, okay. But
yeah, everybody's different. Some people like guns, some people don't. They're weird, but whatever. So let me ask you another question. Oh, my other video I liked is how to present a firearm. I thought that was really well put together,
did I do
too.
that one?
I think you did do that one.
Oh, I did that one? I did that one.
I thought that was great because honestly, there's a lot of kids out there that are scared of shooting. Like my youngest, she's 7, and the noise kind of bothers her, and I'm trying to get her more into shooting. And I made her start watching some of your videos. I made her watch Autumn's Armory because that little kid is pretty cool too. And she's coming around to it. She's coming around to it. So who's Dan? I see Dan in a lot of your videos. I met him at ID88.
Brother Dan.
I know. Yeah, our Uncle Daniel, he helps us a lot, and sometimes it confuses me and Brooke because my uncle will tell me one thing and then he'll tell me another thing, and I'm just like, what am I supposed to listen to? And then like it's like they both have good techniques, but they both teach in a different way. But they're also like good trainers. Like everybody in Hangar Out are good trainers.
We train at his range.
At his range, like he has a land out there. And Charlie, one thing that Charlie is better at us than. Like, we're all good at it, but Charlie is specifically good in long-distance shooting. Like, she's amazing at it. It makes no sense. Like, you were, what? I think Charlie was 10 when she shot at, what, 800? 600 yards. And it's just like, people did not expect a 10-year-old to do that. Like, even some of us, I'm not going to say we doubted her. Like, we didn't doubt her, but we were just amazed because we were like, Charlie did that.
Yeah.
Well, it'll help with her assassin skills later on in life.
We brother Dan, we call him Brother Dan. Brother Dan is one of the smartest people that we know. And I say he's a real team guy. He's a real team guy, very supportive of the girls, and he's a walking encyclopedia. But when I tell you behind a gun, he turns into another person. But when I tell you that he protects these kids like they're his own, that is really the dude that is 100% for survivors. We have a very diverse group of people, and
we don't exclude anybody because of race, colors, sexuality, none of that. So he treats us like we're his kids.
Yeah, I talked to him. It's funny. I met him the first time. I thought he was Hootie Hoo from far away because he looks like Hootie Hoo.
Yeah.
So I walked up to him. I was like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "Wait a minute, you're not 6'6". He's tall, but he's not 6'6". Hootie Hoo's 6'6". And I was like, "Oh, hey, man, I already said what's up to you. Let's have a conversation." And we started talking. That's how he mentioned he helps you guys out. But yeah, I thought he was Hootie Hoo.
Yeah, him and Charlie are a lot alike. They definitely will walk off into the woods.
We lost him like 7 times.
He will find his way back.
Range day. Like, it's like to the point where we'll lose him and then we don't even get worried about it anymore. He just pops up in the chair and we'll just be like, oh, we were looking for you. Like.
So who's the most famous YouTuber or who's the most famous person you met?
Hustle Queen.
Yes, Hustle Queen. That was our girl. Like she was like our range day mom. Like we were just we were shooting with her. We were taking pictures with her the whole weekend. Like we still talk. Like we still talk. We're gonna probably go to Miami with her. She wants us to go out to Miami. But
I think I know she has a lot of tattoos, right?
She has a lot of tattoos. She has a lot of hair. Like
it's dyed, bleach.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met her.
Yeah.
She seems very cool.
She is very cool. Like, and I love meeting other, like, I know a lot of men do it, but I love meeting other women who do it just because of the simple fact a lot of girls don't do it, and a lot of people don't expect girls to do it in the first place. So, even like, when you go to school, we also met Tig. Tig, we did a lot of videos with Tig. We have a lot of handgun videos with Tig. We trained with Tig. But what I was going to say is another thing, like, when we go into school, people don't expect, like, even with teachers and stuff, they'll find out that what I do, and they'll just be like, I never expect you to do nothing like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I do. That's exactly what I do.
That's good. That's another good parenting trick. That's going to intimidate all the guys away. That's going to weed out the sissies.
Yeah, because at the same time, like, dudes, we don't have a really problem with boys because they don't really like us because we're kind of stronger than them half the time. Like, football does not make you strong. I promise you, football does not make you strong. I say that all the time. Like, they'll be like, I play football. I just made it. I was like, okay.
Oh, my God. You guys are my kind of crazy. I love it. So who do you want to meet in the future? Who else have you not met that you want to meet?
Honestly,
I want to be sponsored by Glock.
Yeah, she was sponsored by Glock. Yeah, but we all want to. But somebody that I really want to meet that I have not met, I'm trying to think. I know eventually I'm going to meet them, but I'm trying to think.
That's a good attitude to have.
like eventually I'm going to meet them, but like I'm trying to think somebody I haven't met. Like, cause I always meet new people when I go to events and stuff. But we're all about changing the narrative, so people like kind of always like get dragged into it. Like we always kind of drag people into it, and like it's really hard to not notice us. Like, especially like when we go to events and we're the only kids there, and they're just like the only girls there. Like they're just like what? Yeah.
No, I've seen how you guys handle guns. It's pretty amazing. Not amazing. It's impressive though, because what I notice a lot in your videos is you always have good trigger awareness. You have good trigger control. Unless you're shooting, that finger's always off the trigger. Because you take one picture with your finger on the trigger.
Oh my
People
god!
get so
When
pressed.
I
Oh
tell
my
you,
God.
I messed up one time. I made a video with my sister and I accidentally muzzled her.
No.
People,
To clarify, you did not. She did not muzzle her.
it looked like I muzzled her on the camera.
Right.
When there were 40-year-old men telling me to kill myself, like I was just like, what did I do? Like it was just like,
Yeah.
like they were saying so much offensive stuff over something that didn't even happen, and I was just like, what?
Don't read the comments.
I was like, I'm 13. I was like, can you calm down?
And I think that's another reason why YouTube cut the comments off.
Right.
Because we had all of these trolls on there, and they were saying when I tell you, because I guess they thought these kids were on the internet by themselves.
When my dad cussed them out, my uncles cussed them out. They were not playing because they were saying very offensive stuff.
Yeah, they
will.
They were saying stuff like, "I hope you shoot yourself in the face. If we were ever in a fight, I'll shoot you in the face."
I was just like,
That's crazy. They're children.
Yeah. But for some reason, when you and I'll say this in North, well, I don't really care, but they don't see little black kids as nothing but targets. Not everybody, but the ones that are below the intelligent radar.
100%.
They really think it's cool to be like, I'm going to shoot some kids. They're always with us. So when are you going to do that? If they can do that, what do you think we can do? But
yeah,
it's okay.
Like in my videos, I forget to wear my glasses sometimes, and I'll get 30 comments.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't.
At the same time, if you do not know your simple safety handgun, like not even safe, like if you don't know safety, you don't know anything about. Like they will literally think you don't know anything. So you have to really be aware. Like there be times where we'll mess up just one time and we'll restart the whole video because we know it, but they don't know we know it. So those simple we review multiple times over the handgun safety rules, the keep your finger off the trigger, make sure you know your target and what's behind it. All those rules, because I think as little kids you should teach, even if you don't want them surrounded by guns all the time, you should teach them those simple 6 rules. Only because if they do not know that and there is a situation where there's a gun in front of them, they're going to be more attracted to that if you keep it away from them. Because at the same time, we are kids. We're going to do what kids do.
100%.
We're automatically, as kids, we're going to be drawn to something that we're not supposed to be doing.
Curious.
We're going to be more curious.
That's why I think that if you have a gun in your household, I think that instead of hiding it for your child to find, I think that you should tell them what it is and what not to do with it, and tell them like, this is a gun. You should not touch it unless you absolutely need to. Because if they find it in like a drawer or something, they're gonna wonder what it is, and they're gonna like want to play with it. And I think that that's even less safe than teaching them the 5 safety rules of what a gun is.
100%. I have guns all over the house, but my kids know better.
That's good.
But it's their friends. Like I don't let the neighborhood kids run in the house because I worry about other people's kids.
My dad, all them, they like even with me, like I'm in high school, so I'm a very social person. I like going places with my friends. But as far as it comes, like people coming to my dad's house, people coming to my uncle's house, it's just like no, because I have stuff at my house like that you probably do not have at your house. So it's just the point where you probably don't know how to handle that, but I do. So it's just like I don't know if your parents taught you how to handle a handgun. I don't know if your parents taught you how to handle a rifle. So you're gonna be attracted to that object or something that you're not supposed to be doing, or something that you're literally taught to fear because they hid it from you, or they taught you that bad people use it. Because guns do not have to be dangerous. Guns do not have to be a weapon unless you make it a weapon, or unless you make it dangerous, or unless you teach your kids that it is a weapon and it's bad, because that's what we're trained to think, but that's not necessarily what it has to be.
Right, 100%. All right, we got Chris R. How does she shoot and load magazines with those fingernails?
I don't have fingernails when I shoot. This is only when I'm at school and I want to look pretty because I have an obsession with making myself look pretty. But when it comes to like actually shooting, I bite them off. Like I bite them off, and then I get into business because at the same time I'm a teenager and I'm a girl, so I'm not completely I'm a tomboy, but I do like being pretty. I do like treating myself. So it's
All
not,
right, so you guys ever play with dolls?
Oh, Charlie ripped the head off dolls. Charlie was not a doll kid. Charlie literally took our dolls, pulled their heads off, and put them in a bag and she threw them out the windows, threw them at kids. Like Charlie was not somebody you could play with. Like she would not like, and I was not a sharing kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I would not share with.
She really wanted.
I would not share. Like I suck at sharing. But Charlie, she would literally make torture weapons with dolls and scare people with them. I'm sorry.
Let me put this in perspective before one of the agencies get involved. What happened is we had to put them in something that would allow them to be able to express themselves in positive ways. Because when you come, like, put it like this right here, like my daughter went to play volleyball. And she went to play volleyball, and
everybody thought I was aggressive.
They said she was too aggressive. And I had to explain, and she was really down about this. And I had to explain to her that, I'm sorry, but weak people will see your assertiveness as aggression. And I said, when you get into it, I said, let me introduce you to something that you can get around these people, and you can be you. When we got ready to leave range day on Sunday, Mike, after we talked to you, she was like, do we have to really leave? Do we have to go back to the real world? And I'm like, yeah, because I take them to those events because those are your people. Those are the people that make you feel normal. Those are the people that will allow you to have all of your whatever thoughts, and then you can kick them around. And until they started this, they would go to school, and it would just be one of those things where other kids did not do it. Yeah. And so what happened is, they would feel different. But then when they start coming around other gun people, it was like, these are my people. So you see how comfortable they were when they were around, because you're around people that you can interact with, that you can learn from, and they treat you very, very nice. The gun culture is the people are very, very nice. Do not get it twisted. They are very nice. We've never experienced any kind of disrespect or discrimination, nothing like that. It's always been above board. Like, I would not introduce my kids to anything that was not in that place.
He would never put us in danger. And it's like, we're all about changing the narrative because everybody has their own narrative. The world automatically writes a story for you before you even get to tell people what your story is. So my story is, people think I'm aggressive, but I'm really assertive. So when I played volleyball, one of the moms was telling me, like, I was aggressive because the way when I hit the ball, I would hit it hard and it would go a little bit too far than it was supposed to. And I would scream when I got mad. But at the same time, I was just expressing myself. So it wasn't me being aggressive or me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just me being assertive. And I also like standing up for myself. And people take me being, I'm not the really, like, I'm not finna get on anybody, but I'm a very defensive type. I get defensive very, very fast. So people think, like, it's me being aggressive when it's actually me being assertive, because I'm not just gonna, like, allow you to disrespect me or disrespect my sisters because I'm not weak. Like, no, I wasn't raised like that. Like, we don't handle disrespect well.
Right. I love volleyball. My oldest daughter played volleyball, club volleyball, varsity volleyball.
Yeah, I play sports for school, but I love shooting, like, over anything. I love shooting. Track, I run track, I swim. Well, I'm trying out for swim, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet because I have hair.
Swim? I mean, you got to get there early in the morning too. That takes up a lot of your day.
It's not weird. No, we have after school practice, but I have hair. I have to wash this. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. So yeah. I run track. I play volleyball. And I did basketball, and I shoot. Like, that's what I do. I do tactical games. So, like, that's exactly
nice.
what I do.
So you guys never did, like, the whole LOL doll, none of that stuff?
No. Charlie used to rip Barbie doll heads off. And
I remember I used to have Barbie dolls, and Charlie would cut their hair off.
Our dad did used to spoil us with American Girl dolls. Like I had like 4 American Girl
Oh
dolls.
my gosh.
There were these dolls that were like, if you pull them up, sit them up right, they would open their eyes and then
I
close
know.
them. Sleep. I treated it like my baby. Like I could not sleep without her. Like he used to spoil me with them. I had 4.
That was popular in Atlanta. My brother, who lives in Atlanta, him and my sister both sent me one for my youngest daughter because I wasn't gonna buy her no $100 doll, and
my dad spoiled us with
I got 2 in the same week. And then I had to go to the American Doll store. That was another $400 getting them outfits and matching dress. Man, those things are
my dad bought
nuts.
us outfits for American Girl dolls. He took us to tea parties with the dolls, fake tea parties with the dolls.
Whoa.
Like,
Your dad went to the tea party with you?
Yeah, he went to he used to go to places with us. Like we have pictures of us at tea parties for I think it was Charlie's birthday. And it was like American Girl dolls are expensive, but you have to also like remember some people think like they forget that he has 4 kids, so it wasn't just him buying 1 doll; it was him buying 4 dolls.
Oh my
So
gosh.
instead of something being $100 for one person, it was gonna be $400 for him, plus us wanting clothes and food on the way there and back, and like clothes, tea parties, all that. So we did get spoiled. We're
Oh
very
my
spoiled.
gosh. American Doll, that place would kill you. Oh my gosh. That place is nuts. So what about the 2 youngest? You guys have hobbies outside of shooting?
I want to run track this year.
Cool.
I want to, but I don't know if I will. But I want to because
I love track so much.
I like drawing.
yeah, you talk.
I like drawing, but I don't want to do sports because I'm pretty. I want to do some sports.
Drawing is awesome. I just got my littlest one a whole paint set. So she goes outside and paints trees, and she painted she painted a unicorn that was farting rainbows today. It was cool.
she painted a unicorn that was farting rainbows.
Kids are funny, man. Kids are funny.
Charlie takes us to knife shows.
Charlie takes us to knife shows. Charlie literally had a suitcase full of 40, 20, 40 knives for no reason. Like it was just she had an obsession with knives.
I still do.
Like it's not even funny. When we went to Blade Show, she was picking up. We went to Blade Show and she was picking up every single knife. We went to Blade Show, she was picking up everything sharp. Like she was obsessed with stuff sharp because my sister Charlie's not in a lot of gun videos, but she likes knives and we're like, do you like knives?
Knives are okay. Knives are great. They don't run out of bullets.
Yeah, knives don't run out of bullets. But at the same time, I'm not bringing a knife to a gunfight. That's dumb. That's not smart.
No.
That's different.
But at the same time, the little ones, the little knives that are like this small,
they're useful.
They're very useful because like you could just
But
sneak up
Charlie
on
doesn't like
somebody.
those. She likes the big knives that will
small ones.
that will shove out of your throat. That's not a nice word.
See, we are like actual sisters.
Yeah, right? So what do you guys got planned coming up? Are you guys going to expand on your YouTube and do more YouTube, or are you just going to stay on Instagram? Or
And we're gonna upload some of our range day. He's gonna make my dad. I'm trying to convince my dad to make an actual slideshow of all of our highlights, maybe a highlight video with all of our shooting highlights and stuff like that. And we are I think for Thanksgiving weekend, Thanksgiving break, my sister's coming down here, and we're gonna make some videos with her of us doing drills and practicing more. So
nice.
Because we need to work on transitions, like from this one to this one. Cause
my gun doesn't do that because I have a scope. They have a red dot, so it's easier for them.
No, it's not. The red dot transitions, like I don't know what it was.
But, like,
the transition.
I can't because I have a scope.
You get some 45-degree sights. You okay? I'll get you some.
Yeah. Anyway.
When you guys shoot red dots, you guys shoot with both eyes open?
Yes. Most definitely.
See, I just started doing that, and I'm old. Everyone was because look, I do a gun tube channel, and I have a good time with friends and stuff, but I'm not a gun expert by any means. And the other day, I was in a group of people, and I was like, "Yeah, of course I shoot with both eyes open." That's the first I heard about it. So I'm like,
I used to always shoot with one eye closed.
Right.
And sometimes I have a bad habit of doing that, like, cause like I can see better. I always think I can see better, cause you know when you have both your eyes open, it's like you can see it bigger. Like I don't know how to explain it. You can see stuff bigger than it actually is, but like with one eye closed, stuff looks more like perfect. It looks more shootable. Like if that makes sense. So
my
people will be
rifle-
like, open your eye.
With my rifle, I can shoot with both eyes open. But with the Glock, it's kind of harder if it's not like. I can shoot 15 feet like that close.
Yards.
I can shoot with both my eyes open.
15
but like
yards.
yards, that's what I can shoot with both eyes open. But like
I don't think I can shoot iron sights with both eyes open. Red dots, I can shoot both eyes open.
Yeah, iron sights I can shoot with both eyes open. I used to have a bad habit of trying to close one eye, and my uncles and my dad would be like, open your eyes. Like,
I can shoot with both eyes.
But yeah,
open.
like I can see that, but I have a bad habit with rifles only because my cheek will like push up against my eyes, so I have like a habit of closing it. But then I'll open my eyes because at the same time we are kids, so we are gonna make mistakes and forget stuff. But we do like learn fast, and we are gonna like practice over and over and over again. And then so when we do end up being you guys' age, we'll be better than you guys. No offense.
You're better than me now. What are you talking about?
Sorry.
I've seen you shoot. Look, I do this gun tube stuff just so I can meet other gun people because, like your dad was saying, the 2A community is amazing. As long as I've been in it, like 15 years now, I have never met. I mean, I've met people that kind of know it all. I've met a few know-it-alls that just love talking about their own guns, but I've never met like a jerk. I've never met a bully. I've never met someone. I've never gone up to somebody and said, "Hey, can I shoot that?" And they said no. Everyone's super friendly. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I know.
I think for them, Mike, I think one thing, like I said, it has really been, it's really been refreshing for them to be able to be in the community because they have gotten a lot of love from a lot of people. And,
100%.
and that's it. Like, I think everybody has, initially people try to run them off of social media, but they're here to stay, and that's just it. And the real reason we don't do longer YouTube videos is because, the support for the support for them doing instruction is not there. And at the same time, we want to try to limit the liability because we don't want it to be like, well, I saw the survivors do it on YouTube and they copied it. So the thing about it is we try to use those clips to encourage parents. Because one thing that we were going to do, probably what we were going to do before COVID happened, we were going to have a camp. And it was just going to be a survival camp for families because we don't bring kids out with us unless they're with their parents because of liability reasons, things like that. So we're just we're really doing it to the point to where we want to get families involved, want to get people involved, but we also are trying to limit the amount of liability that we would ensue if something happens to somebody's child. So when it comes to instruction, like I said, since we just had to be careful with that because talking to people about liability stuff, we just had to be careful because I don't ever want it to be where something happened or some kid is saying, I saw the survivors do it, and they're on the front page or something, and we make it bad for everybody.
And we can't do what we love anymore. That's what.
Yeah.
But Dad, why don't you like 1911s?
I like 1911s. I have a nice 1911. I got a Rock Island Armory.
We said we we're wishy-washy about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's
like
1911.
I was never a big 1911 person, but the last like 6 guns I bought were all 1911s just because there's something about them, just the history of it. It's over 100 years old and it's changed.
Mm-hmm.
Not a whole lot, But I'm not a big fan of revolvers, but recently I got to shoot a lot of cool ones.
Yeah.
Now I kind of like revolvers.
I shot one. I'm not a big fan of revolvers and shotguns. I can shoot a shotgun. I remember the first time I shot a shotgun, I was in 6th grade, and I wasn't expecting it to completely like throw me back the way it did. But at the same time, I got locked into it. But at the same time, I was just like, what in the world? And then revolvers, I don't like how small they are. Like even the long ones. I shot a long one at range day, and like the cowboy one.
I don't like how it only has 5 or 6 shots.
That's a good point.
Like,
and I don't like the sights.
And you have to redo it every time. Like, I'm not for that.
Let me expound on that one, Mike, because I think it's one of those things where they've gotten obsessed with this home clearing thing. And so you'll have people like my brother them who've done it over in Iraq and places like that, and they talk to them about round counts. And they're like, 100%. Okay, you cut the lights off. Boom, the lights are off. Now you grab your flashlight. You're working something. You have a revolver. You have 5 rounds. Threat comes in. You pop 2 rounds off. Now you got 3. You need to reload. How does that look? And so then you give them a Glock, it got 15 rounds. You pop off 5 rounds, you still got 10, and then you got another mag that you can change in the dark. Like, how does that work for you?
Yeah,
And so,
it's harder to
so
change the mag in revolvers.
I think what they do is sometimes they'll get a lot of stuff we don't post because I guess it'd be controversial. But we have other people that come out and train them and stuff like that. And what happened? They put them in these different scenarios, and that's why when you hear them say they don't like guns, it's because they've been put in that scenario and had to reload up under pressure and stuff like that. And that's when they be like, I don't like this. So the Glock is the gun that they've been like, okay, this is what happens. I think with the 1911, well, the reason they don't like it as much because when they train with it, they get fatigued real easy.
11 shots.
Yeah. And so for them, it's like, okay, Glock is my baby because you know what though? I know I got 15 rounds. I got 3 mags. But with other, and it's not that like the 19. Every gun has come out because Moss Pond sponsors them. So every gun that comes out, like I said, they get an opportunity to deal with it, and it's like they'll run it through a scenario to see if it's something worth having, and it's like, no, hated that.
If it doesn't work.
Yeah, if like we had the Chris Vector one time. They were on the ground with it's an open boat, and they ran the Chris Vector and they get down there and it gets jammed because something got into it. And so, of course, Kennedy doesn't handle mess up real good, so she's slamming it down like this is a bunch of crap. So,
I
can see that.
Say necessary. I don't like failure. So when I feel like I messed up and I can't redo it to the point where like make it like make my mess up not look like a mess up, I don't like that. I get very, very upset. So
we just encourage we encourage you to know how to use different weapon systems, but understand limitations of the weapon. So that way you can do it. Like, of course they're kids, so yeah, they say, hey, I love AR-15s, so hey, I love Glocks. That's because those are the ones they perform the best with. But they have experiences on all weapon systems. It's just that but if you get it, let's put it through a torture test and see if it works for you. Yeah. And then when they do it, it's like, no, I don't like that. It's just like the muzzle flashes and the dust coming up off the ground, shooting on the ground, shooting on the car, shooting through the car, shooting through the sheetrock, all that kind of stuff. Then it's like, okay, I see what the limitations are.
Yeah, you guys are so lucky to be surrounded by obviously a genius dad, some solid uncles. You got brother Dan. I mean, you guys really have. God, I'm so jealous. There's a lot of people out there like they wish they could grow up in your shoes because, man, I got into guns. I was 22 already. Bummer.
They
our childhood is just the best.
I mean, we do it all. We do a lot of rafting. We do a lot of canoeing. We do a lot of river rescue stuff. Skydiving. We do the
skydiving.
Yeah, we do a lot of hang gliding, stuff like that. I mean, they are adrenaline junkies.
They jumped out of an airplane.
Yeah, they're adrenaline junkies.
All 3 of them jumped out of an airplane.
We are doing it again, and we're gonna do it live for y'all.
Oh my
Thanksgiving break, we're doing it again, and we're doing it live.
Holy smokes!
We're doing it live.
Bananas. That is so bananas.
So you'll get to see Kennedy slobbing out the mouth.
Okay, that was not funny. Like
that wasn't
that was so unfunny.
You are so mean.
That is so funny.
It's okay, Dad. Let's watch you.
Yeah, Dad. Let's watch you do it.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's nothing for Dad.
But they like adrenaline. They are addicted to adrenaline, so that's a good thing. So that kind of keep them away from drugs for right now. So
wait, what?
The adrenaline is your drug.
We don't do
that's
that.
a positive. That's a positive route. It's a positive route. Besides, honestly, Kennedy, the way she speaks, she's a control freak, and drugs make you weak, so she'll never mess with that stuff anyway.
No, I remember in 8th grade, I was in health class, and they showed us like videos of people before drugs and after, and I was like, never doing that. No, ma'am. I was like, nope, I'm okay.
Yeah, they will. It messes your whole life up.
Yeah.
It makes you pick at your skin and stuff. No.
Oh, it's worse than that.
So trust me, Mike. Their uncles have Charlie thinking she's going to be special forces and she's going to work for the agency. That's what she thinks.
Do it. My wife is being recruited by the She was going to be a spook, but
Okay.
she didn't
What
pass.
happened to her?
She didn't pass the. It's tough because she was going to be in the IT, but everybody still goes through the farm, regardless of whatever your MOS is. So she didn't pass the final test to get in, but man, it's tough.
I have a frat brother. He worked there for a while, but now he works for the Department of Treasury. But he did it for a while. He was on the defense team for the director.
I'm not for military, but I would do something like that. I wouldn't do military only because no, but I would do something like that.
You never know. 10 years, you could be Beyonce's bodyguard.
No.
Why not? That's a $high job.
I know, but no. That means people are gonna know who I am. I want to do something where people think I'm normal and I'm not normal and I have a double life and they're just like, and then they're actually like Spider-Man or something. That would be so fun. Like
He wants to be James Bond.
No, okay.
You could be 009.
He's so there.
Well, I know it's a school night. You guys have school tomorrow?
Unfortunately.
School's the best.
I know, right?
Okay.
Actually, man, we'll talk about
Well, I mean,
I have a math test tomorrow, and y'all pray I pass, okay? I've been actually studying.
That's awesome. What's your favorite subject? Oldest to youngest?
Oldest to youngest?
Yeah, what's yours and then your sister's?
Oh, my favorite subject. I like challenging subjects, but my favorite is most definitely math, and my least favorite is biology. I don't know what it is. Science, I suck at science. Like, it's just, I get so bored and I end up falling asleep. Naomi, your turn.
My favorite is, my first favorite is Georgia Studies. Then it's English. Then it's science. Then it's math.
Favorite.
Well, I'm putting in order. I don't like math or science.
Okay.
But I like the Georgia Studies because it's easy. It's like a breeze.
Put your face in the camera. They want to see you.
Okay, my favorite is science because it's easy, and my least favorite is
Easy.
math.
Okay.
Yes.
What's
Math
that? Oh, I
because
forgot you're in second
the
grade.
teacher's annoying, and I want to kick her in the back of her neck.
Charlie,
Charlie.
stop. You can't say that.
She could be
They could be watching this.
You know what's funny is I used to say that math was overrated and you don't learn anything. You're never going to use it in life. And my job, I do international logistics and I use math every day.
Oh
So
my
all
gosh.
that math I was ignoring in 8th, 9th grade, I use it all the time. So just learn it all. You never know what you're going to be doing.
The teacher moved me to the back of the classroom because I talked too much. But I actually did my work today. I did ask her. But I was actually being productive in school today, and I did all my work.
Nice.
Good job.
That should be so proud. Like, I actually did what I'm supposed to do. And
That's
did well.
awesome.
Did you tell Ms. Mike we're going to Epic Shoot?
We are going to Epic Shoot, so y'all will see us again.
And shush.
Where's Epic Shoot at?
Savannah,
Savannah,
Georgia.
Oh, man. So my brother's up in Noonan, so I'm probably going to go see him in January for a week.
Tell him come out. Well, you ought to come out. You ought to come out to the range with us.
Man, don't tell me. I'll book a flight in a minute.
You got my number. You know, Brother Dan hooks up some nice scenarios. He has a whole city out there.
He'll put you in the most uncomfortable situation just so you'll be like, this is how you might actually have to be in real life. Like,
Man, I don't know. I think I need to get more fit before I come hang out with you guys because if I got to walk more than a half mile, I'm going to be struggling.
Do we look like we walk mile? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Now, you tell me there's a donut at the end of that mile, I'm going to walk a mile. Well, hey, it's a school night. I don't want to keep you guys up too late. I mean, you guys it's already 9:20 time, but I really appreciate you guys coming on the channel. I can't wait to see more of your YouTube. I just posted a link to your YouTube, and I'm going to put your Instagram link now. If you guys are not subscribers, please check them out. Survival Sisters 3 on Instagram and Survival Sisters on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Dad, thank you so much for letting them come on. I really appreciate it.
No problem, Mike. Like I said, you come down, call me, man, so we can get you out there.
Oh, man. I'm excited.
All right. Keep my number. You got it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. You have a great time.
He doesn't know how to end it. Bye.
Oh my God, guys, those kids are so funny. And you should see them run and gun in real life. They are the real deal. None of that stuff is staged, and they are just a force to be reckoned with. So, Survival Sisters, it's funny. In about 5 years, we'll be looking back at this and just be blown away because they're gonna get sponsored by Sig or a Glock. Obviously, eventually, they got it in their mind. Especially Kennedy is gonna be Miss Glock. 2029. Who knows? So subscribe to them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time.